Good morning guys. It is day one on the Via Podiensis, the Le-Puy route. And what a better way to start the trip than coming down the stairs on the cathedral. This has to be the best starting point on any of the pilgrimages that I've done so far. And yes, woke up super early this morning at 6 a.m., got all my belongings together, put the luggage by the front door, and then I went on to have my breakfast, very simple breakfast. I was by myself there. And then as I was making my way out, of course, I forgot my walking stick. I had to go back and get it. And then I went to attempt the Pilgrim's Mass, which starts at 7 a.m. every single day. And then once they open the doors, the gates, you just walk down from the altar and you exit the cathedral, and there's the Camino right in front of you. Right now I'm gonna have one of those chocolate croissants that I love so much, and then I'm leaving this town. Welcome back guys. If you're new to the channel, my name is Efren Gonzalez. I'm a travel adventure vlogger. I've done a bunch of Camino de Santiago's, the Via Francigena, the Inca Trail, the Lost City, 500 miles on the AT, and now today I'm starting the Via Podiensis. Now as you can see over here, I'm about 1,522 kilometers away from Santiago de Compostela, but I'm only doing half of it. Why? Because I already did the second half, and the second half is the Camino Frances, which I did in 2017, and still I'm gonna do a little extra. I'm gonna walk to Logroño, which is about a week into the Camino Frances. Why? Because I had the time. Just went to my first bakery and I got the pan de chocolate, which is kind of like the Napolitano in Spain, and I also got a small baguette. Since I bought some supplies yesterday at the supermarket, I'm gonna be having snacks and probably lunch today along the way. Now we have 18-kilometer climb up ahead, because today, of course, we're leaving the volcano. This whole area, about 2 million years ago, was a volcano that slowly was eroded. That's what I learned yesterday at the museum. So yeah, the beginning of the stage, the first few days, it's gonna be in the mountains, but it's supposed to be gorgeous. Let's enjoy it. Now living Le-Puy is quite the climb, but you're rewarded with amazing views of the cathedral, the statue in the distance. And here's a map. This is today's stage. We're starting in Le-Puy and we're gonna make it all the way to this town over here. I'm gonna let Google Translate say it for me, just as I did on the Francigena, because I don't wanna butcher the French language. So yes, you remember this sign on the Francigena that I thought it was an F? It's actually not. It actually tells you in which direction to turn, kind of like the AT with the white blazers, and then you see the X whenever you deviate from the Camino. Today, as I mentioned, we're doing an 18-kilometer climb just at the beginning of the day. It's like a 23-kilometer day. We got cloudy skies right now. It's like 60 degrees, just perfect weather for walking. I had to take off my fleece jacket already. And I'm seeing a lot of pilgrims today that started along. Everybody started at the same time, at least all the ones that went to the Pilgrim Mass. And at the Pilgrim Mass, you know, right after they had a little chat with us, in French, of course, and they were asking people where they were from, and I have to say most of them were just from here, from France. Not a single American in the group, just this guy from what I could make out in my poor French. So yes, you know, we'll see. Most of them actually are only doing half of the Camino, only about 2 weeks. I'm doing about 29 days with 2 rest days along the way before I make it to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. I'm gonna take another rest day, the third and last one in Pamplona, because I love Pamplona, before continuing on to Logroño. Will you look at that, the first pilgrim statue. Also, as I mentioned yesterday on the travel day video, in case you didn't watch it, go ahead and check it out first. But I had to book all my accommodations in advance because of the COVID situation. And since I had all the reservations already made, I said, you know what the hell, let's just, for the first time on any Camino, let's use the luggage transfer service. So I have about 30 pounds in my luggage, and it's very nice not to have only one underwear and a couple of shirts. That's pretty much what I brought. I brought a bunch of clothes. I have like a full bottle of shampoo, detergent, I have perfume, I have, all the amenities that you can't carry if you only have a backpack. Actually, my backpack, it was pretty flat on my back because all I have on me are my vlogging kit, and I decided to put in a few things that have a lot of volume, like my quilt that doesn't weigh anything, just to give my backpack some form. So like my umbrella is not flapping around back there, and my poncho. I brought a poncho, an umbrella, just as I did before, because I'm paranoid about my vlogging kit getting wet and getting destroyed. It's happened before. It's something that I have to look out for. So we made it to the first village of the day, which is called
La Roche.
25% of the way for today is now behind me. The next one is like 3 kilometers, and it's called
Saint-Christophe.
Saint-Christophe. So yeah, 25% of the way. We got 17.25 kilometers left in today's stage, meaning we haven't done much. But it's been a pleasant walk, just through the fields. There's a lot of pilgrims, you know, we all kind of left together as a pack, but I'm sure we're gonna start thinning out the herd. And then tomorrow, as we start leaving from different gites and at different times, it might spread out a little bit more. On we go, andiamo. Dude, what is this? They got toilets here? Now this is some next level care for the pilgrim out here on the Via Podiensis. I guess it's not gonna be as many toilet paper littering the Camino along the way. Very nice, and it's not just like a little hole in the ground. It's a toilet with toilet paper and a basket for throwing out your trash. So nice. They also have this little picnic area over here with an amazing view. Should I get a snack here? Let's do it. So this is my snack container. It's a plastic container that I carry in my backpack. This is the heaviest thing that I'm gonna be carrying all day, but it's gonna get lighter as the day goes by. I have some peanuts that I got yesterday. I got some yogurt. I have one for breakfast, 2 fruits, a couple of snacks here, ham and cheese. Great view, right? First village of the day is now behind me with a great church that I got to go in. This one also has a bar or a restaurant, and it was open. But since I have my lunch with me, I just had a café con leche or a cappuccino. There's also one of those statues commemorating the First and Second War. I'm used to seeing those on the Via Francigena up north where it was closer to the front lines. But yeah, another restroom, and it's just a gorgeous day, man. It's getting a little bit windy now, but the sun is also coming out. It's like 70 degrees, not too hot at all. It's just perfect. Seeing a lot of pilgrims passing by, so it's just the perfect way to start the pilgrimage. The next town is 7.3 kilometers away, and I think that one is kind of like the halfway point of the day, so maybe I'll have lunch there. All right, I couldn't wait and I had to have lunch facing that house back there, which is in ruins. And there's a Cruzado there and there's like a little rest area. So I decided to just make myself a sandwich because it is almost 2 p.m. I'm still not at the halfway point, but I'm taking my time. I'm filming as much as I can because today is just gorgeous. First real water fountain of the day. And even though I don't think the water is treated, I don't know. I have a new water filtration system that I haven't told you guys about. Of course, it is day one. So I have this one. This is called the Crazy Cap 2. And what it is it has an ultraviolet light inside. So you double tap it and it turns on for about a minute and it kills 99.9% of any bacteria or viruses in there. If you're drinking water from, let's say, from a stream, you can tap it 5 times and then it will stay on for about 5 minutes. And then every 4 hours it turns on for like 20 seconds just to keep the container clean, I guess. While I was having lunch over there, an old timer from the town came around and he wanted to talk to me. And I just used Google Translate and he was completely mesmerized by that technology. And we managed to do a little bit of chit chat talking there for a little bit before he decided to continue on and he wished me bon appetit. It's been getting a little bit warm. I think it's in the mid 70s right now and windy, so it's not too bad. And I thought it was gonna be like a steep climb, but those 18 miles of climbing has just been gradual. Only at the beginning it was kind of scary, but then, you know, you've seen it. We're here out in the countryside. You can see the mountains in the distance and just a great day all around. Super windy, super windy. For the first time, I saw a woman with a trolley and her dog. If you remember when I did the Via Francigena, I used a trolley and that saved my butt here in France. The only downside is that sometimes if you're going through like really rough terrain, the trolley is not helpful at all. Well, here we are 7 kilometers away to my final destination. And since the last time that I saw you guys, I got lost just a little bit. I was talking to my wife on the phone and then I realized once I checked my GPS tracks that I was like 2 or 3 blocks going in the wrong direction. That is the great thing about having my own GPS tracks is that I can never really be lost. I could just go off track for a little bit. And then after that, made it to that beautiful church, San Roque, where I met a pilgrim. It's a French guy that lived in Ecuador for like 3 months, so he spoke Spanish. We got to talk there for a little bit. And then here in town, found a bar and I had my first caña or my first beer of the trip. The last beer that I had was like 2 months ago, no, like a month ago, when I was in Santiago de Compostela. Not a big beer drinker, but out here, it's pretty cold, it's nice. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just taking my time, but it is a gorgeous day. It's just extra windy. I mean, look at this path, man. It's just soft, in the shade. You got the trees, the canopy. What more can you ask for, right? So finally made it to town after walking for over 6 hours, and I'm here in this Gite, which is right behind me. I'm actually on the 3rd floor. Very nice facility, plenty of room. I got a bunk bed, but I'm at the bottom. I'm sharing the room with 2 other pilgrims. And then like 3 ladies show up at the last minute. My luggage was there, which the owner kind of like scared me there for a second because I asked him about the luggage and he was like, luggage? No. But he was actually joking. He speaks a little bit of English, enough to communicate, which is more than I could ever ask for. This town, man, is gorgeous. I'm just waiting for the sun to go down a little bit, maybe let the lights come on so I can get some drone shots. And then at 7 p.m. we have a dinner, a communal dinner with all the other pilgrims. Successful first day, I gotta say. I just love all these little French towns, and the views are just spectacular all around. And I know it's gonna get even better. What a way to end the first day on the Via Podiensis. I love it, and it's only day 1. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Just had dinner with my friends. It was like 7 pilgrims at the Gite, all French. A few of them spoke enough English so that we could have a small conversation. Do they love lentils here, man? It was lentils with meat, and we also had some soup, red wine, and ice cream for dessert. I want to thank you all for watching, for sharing the videos, for being a trail angel, and for being a channel member. And I want to thank this guy over here for your donation, Joseph. Thank you so much. I'm going to be thanking all the people that donated when I was doing the Camino, the Francés 2.0, the San Salvador, and the Primitivo. All those donations are paying for this trip. So if you decide to donate, the link is down below. I'll use those funds for the next adventure. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow at 7:30 when I have breakfast. Day 2, 19-kilometer day. Let's do it.